What's up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris. So it's that time of the week for what I've been melting. I actually have a lot more in here than I thought I did. But I think that's because I've got like a lot of loaves that I've been trying to cut into, and so I don't usually finish a loaf, obviously, in one melt. It takes a few. But yeah, I wanted to get busy on chopping into those and getting those started, and yeah. But I got a lot of different things to talk about, a little bit of a variety here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna sort it out, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm back. Got everything sorted out here. I'm gonna try to go through this and not stray off, but I can't promise you. I'm exhausted. I had my grandson all weekend. Heat wave. It's super hot. I'm exhausted, and I got a very busy week ahead of me. So I have a lot to do tonight still, and it's Sunday night, and yeah, crazy. Okay, so first off is I finished off the atmospheric sampler from Lavender and Speckles. This is Outdoors Northwest. I was originally I held this back last week or the week before because I thought, well, it kind of smelled a little, I thought it might be a little too fall. It's not. This is petrichor, wild nettle in green leaves, moss, amber musk, plum, rainwater, and melon, and a hint of fresh cut grass. This was gorgeous, you guys. Very outdoorsy. Oh, and when it was melting, it was reminding me of a scent, not necessarily wax, just something that I've smelled before. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but this was stunning. It really was. It is sweet. Now, I don't know if it's a mix of the sweetness from the plum in that fresh cut grass, because to me fresh cut grass is has a sweetness to it, plus there's melon in here, so there's a sweetness, right? Not like fruity sweet or candy sweet, not like that. It's just a sweetness. Sweet water, you do get that watery note, and then you get that earthiness from the petrichor and the wild nettle. It's just, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. It performed like a champ. Like I said, out of all the ones I melted all of them with the exception of fall days, because that's a custom I had done back in the fall, and I didn't want to melt it right now because it's a fall scent. But anyway, this one here, this Outdoors Northwest is stunning. If you like atmospheric outdoors rain, a little bit of that earthy note from the petrichor that's in here, and that grass note, but there's sweetness in there, so it's not like a super dirty smell. Like sometimes petrichor could really smell like dirt. This does not. This just gives you that feeling of outdoors. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely stunning. And I warmed this one, and this was a huge disappointment to me. I mean, huge. It's Teddy Beesescobar. I did just about a half a loaf, and I did this all over in my living room, my kitchen, my nail salon, studio, whatever you call it. And Escobar is Palo Santo and Beach Treats. Now, this was poured in February of 24. So it's had plenty of cure time. Maybe it had too much cure time because I could not smell it. I couldn't smell it. I was really disappointed. On cold, it smells wonderful. You get that beautiful beach treats that Teddy Bees does, which is her beach nights, but it's a little more, I think her beach treats, is a little more creamy sweet than other beach nights dupes that I've smelled. But that with the Palo Santo, I thought I was going to really get that smoky, woody. I can't speak to this because literally the performance was 0. All right. I'm not going to say 0. I'll say 10%, which to me is close to nothing. I could not smell it. Super light and a super disappointment because I was really looking forward to this one. But that's Escobar from Teddy Bees. Now, everybody gets different performance from their wax, so don't judge what I'm saying. I'm just telling you I couldn't smell it. So I can't tell you, you know, was it good? Was it, yeah, I can't tell you. But everybody's house is different. You know, air conditioners going. I don't know. Next one up. Oh, God, this is so... Destination Wax Quickie Wedding. I finished the loaf. I had a loaf of this. In fact, I have 2 more loaves, I think. Maybe 3. It'd be great if I had 3, but I don't know for sure. I can't even tell you how much I love this. I smell this. I've got it melting in here because I did this twice actually to finish this off. This scent drifts out into the hall area, the space between the other rooms, okay? It's my most favorite strawberry scent ever. Quickie Wedding is fresh strawberries, strawberry seeds, and marshmallow fluff. This is creamy. This smells like, to me, strawberry shortcake. There's no other words for it, and I'm really concerned because I did see that Destination Wax, they can't get the oil for strawberry seeds anymore. It's been discontinued from where she usually gets it. So I know she's still pouring the strawberry seeds, but I don't know if there's going to be a change to this. I hope not. I hope the replacement she gets is just as good, because this is so authentic. There's no strawberry pound cake, that artificial strawberry that I tend to get, or the taffy strawberry, or just fake, waxy, just not real strawberry. This is fresh cut strawberries or the frozen strawberries, and you drizzle the sugar on them. They start to macerate and just, you know, all that juice comes out and it gets sweet, and that's this. And it's incredible. I love this so much. I was thinking about it today. I says, I'd like to just take half a loaf and melt it everywhere, because it's so good. It's creamy. It's sweet, fresh, delicious strawberries in it. By far the best strawberry out there. Second to this would be Traverse City Wax Co., and it is strawberry milk and cupcakes, I think. That one there. It's incredible. It's Destination Wax Quickie Wedding. By far my absolute favorite strawberry that's out there by any vendor. Then I did Sweet Lavender Cream Cake from Swanky. This was a custom I did with Swanky. Now on cold, when I smelled it, I was like, oh, it smelled a little too much lavender to me, and it maybe a little herbal. That being said, I was very happy when I put this in the warmers in my bedroom because it was delicious. The cream cake really came out. I would have liked a little bit more of the cream cake, I think, but it was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed this. It was a sweet lavender, but there was just a little edge of an herbal note there, ever so slightly. and then just the creaminess from that cream cake. This was good. Very happy with the way this came out. I think if I ever did a custom with her again, with Swanky, I would do this again. I would just ask if she could just make the cream cake a little heavier than the sweet lavender. I don't know what the proportions was that she used. I just wouldn't like a little bit more of the cream cake. But even still, I'm happy with this. This was stunning. It was just a creamy, pretty lavender. Just a creamy lavender. And yeah, this was good. Okay, next up, I melted some L3. And this one is fresh picked strawberries and sugar cakes. I wasn't a fan. Again, strawberry's tough for me. This gave me strawberry pound cake vibes. I don't like strawberry pound cake because strawberry pound cake for me is a fake artificial smell. And that yeah, this one didn't do it for me. Too much strawberry pound cake vibe. I did not like the strawberry in here. It wasn't the fresh picked strawberry I prefer. Okay, next up we have Cookie Cottage. I think this was a mini loaf. I don't remember. I think so. Yeah, it looks like it was a mini loaf. I don't remember. I don't know the scent notes in Cookie Cottage. All I can tell you is it was fantastic. I would say Cookie Cottage is a blend or an oil that is going to be good for mixing. It's kind of single note. I did love it, and I'm going to look at something really quickly here on my computer. I think I got a bee bar in this, you guys. You know, do you know what the bee bars are? They're huge. It's like a pound of wax. Let me see. I did enjoy it. It's just like a buttery cookie. Like a butter cookie, like maybe like a shortbread, buttery shortbread. Oh, Cookie Cottage. Nope, I do not. That's good. Not that I didn't like it. I did like it, but it's not bee bar worthy. Not for me anyway. I think this is a perfect sense for mixing things. If you wanted to add a little bit more bakery to a scent you've already got, I don't mix. I'm not good at it. This would do the trick. This would add that buttery sweetness to a bakery. Very buttery cookie. And it was good. Performed very well. Then I melted Mac Apple, Salty Sea Air, Cotton Candy Frosting, Toasted Mallow. And I melted this everywhere. That's why we have almost a half a loaf gone. Well, it is about a half a loaf. So for me, a half a loaf will do my living room, my nail salon, and my kitchen. This was gorgeous. You got that beautiful Salty Sea Air with that Mac Apple. I love Salty Sea Air in apple. It's just a note that is so fresh and invigorating. And then you mix in the cotton candy frosting and the toasted mallow. This became creamy, salty sea air with that bite of an apple. But not so creamy that it was dense. It was still light and airy. And an ever so slight hint of maybe like a perfume note. Even though there's no perfume notes in it, but it just gave that just pretty. Okay, it was just a pretty summer, fresh, yummy scent. First of all, L3 has fantastic Salty Sea Air oil. I don't know where she gets it, or, you know, but it's really nice. It is. It's very, I think it is the salty sea air that it just almost leans just a little hint of a perfuming note to it. And that's what I really liked about this. Even though there was this creamy sweet with that salty, you did get just a pretty fragrance too. Just enough. This was good. Okay, next up, I decided to pull my Pharmacist's Daughter. First of all, one of the blends that I fell in love with from Pharmacist's Daughter, I'm not very familiar with her blends because I've really only purchased, I think, from her twice, was her coconut crack. Yeah, that blew me away. And so we've got coconut crack, and I melted that in here because it's a bakery and it's where I like to melt my bakeries in my office area. I don't know, maybe this needed to be warmed sooner. Let's see. It is coconut cream pie, coconut shortbread cookies, pie crust, sugar cookie dough. I did not put the date on here, and I always put the date, but it's on my spreadsheet. And it wouldn't be a poor date, it would be when I received it. So let me just look over here. April of 24. So it's just over a year. It was nicer when I melted it the first time. Look at this. My hair is sticking out. I'm trying to hide my hair, you guys, because I get my hair cut and colored every 4 weeks. And even if I didn't cut it, which I always do because it's short, I color it every 4 weeks. Because I'm 100% gray, truth be told. I've got no black hair left or dark brown hair left. It's all gray. I missed my last appointment, which never happens, but that was a week that I had to leave town for a week to take care of, you know, some family stuff. And so now I'm like going on week 8, and yeah, it's so gray. It's like, yeah, you gotta put that hat on. You ain't gonna, even if I dried my hair, it ain't gonna cover it. Anyway, tangent squirrel. You guys, it smelled better the first time when I melted it, which would have been last year. This almost smells like buttered popcorn to me now. And I didn't get quite the same oomph from it. Yeah, I don't really, the coconut's kind of not there. I'm really smelling pie crust. So yeah, I'm a little sad about it. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with the Pharmacist's Daughter. I've only purchased from her twice. And this one was one of my favorites. And so I'm a little sad. A little sad. And continuing on with the coconut crack. Well, this one I did mark. This, I got this in, it doesn't matter. This is a loaf of key lime pie coconut crack. Okay, so key lime, double bag. This is key lime pie and coconut crack. So it's key lime pie plus all the other notes I listed. I got this in May of 24. Fantastic. When I first, well, when I melted it, when I first started melting it during the week, basically I smelled key lime pie. The only problem was the key lime melted off very quickly. So I was just kind of left with kind of like a pie note. So it was kind of like blah. And I'm going to say I got that nice strong key lime pie scent for about, I'm going to say about 4 hours. So, yeah, a little disappointed. I'm sad. I wanted it to be everything. And I wanted coconut crack to be everything that it once was when I first got it. But, I don't know. Okay. Last but not least, yeah, I'm still melting Sassy Girl because you guys, I did go in on the second half of the other pre-order, and I think I'm done. Because those two pre-orders combined come to like 31 brittles. I can't anymore. I can't look. I can't know. That's just all there is to it, because I can't go up anymore. So this is why I am working on so much Sassy Girl, because I want to make sure before these brittles start streaming in, I get some of this. I give space to replace it. All right, Doomsday. Trying to get through. There we go. The loaves. Like I said, her loaves are pretty. I don't intend on purchasing loaves again unless it's an absolute need. And do we ever really need all that wax? I'd rather purchase 2 or 3 brittles, to be honest. But this wasn't so bad because I did just do 1 chunk because it is like a sweet bakery scent. So I didn't need that much. All right. Yeah, look at me. I'm so tired. God, I'm tired. This is a vanilla fudge butter, wild berry mousse, and sugar cookies. Super good. Super sweet. I don't know. Vanilla fudge butter. I picked up a chocolatey note here. This was very sweet. This isn't my type of bakery. I like more of that. What kind of bakery do I like? I don't want to use savory. That's not the right word. Is savory the right word? Savory, I always think of like herbs when I think of savory. I like that heavy bakery that, where you could smell the butter in it and, maybe pecans and I don't know. This isn't my type of bakery, okay? You do get the wild berry mousse here. I absolutely picked that up. But that vanilla butter fudge is, whoo, that's a sweet oil, man. This is sweet. Didn't hate it by any means. It was good. It's just not me. It's not a scent for me. It was too rich and sweet. I'm the same way like when I eat a dessert. I don't like desserts like a lot of people be like, oh yeah, double chocolate mousse cake filled with double frost. No. I like my desserts to be rich. I like a rich dessert, but like more like, think of like buttery, like cream puffs, and they're rich, they're buttery, they're dense with all the bad things, but the sweetness isn't on overdrive. So so I prefer like a flaky crust or stuff like that. This here was just, this was sweet. If you like super sweet, try Doomsday. Very good. I got like a chocolatey note on it. Super sweet. A little bit of the shortbread cookies, or sugar cookies. And I did pick up the wild berry mousse, which was very nice. I think I wonder if I would like this with just wild berry mousse and sugar cookies without that vanilla fudge butter. I think I'd like that better. Okay. Then, oh my gosh, I melted this today. I cut this one up today, and I'm melting it. And, oh, And then I went out for a while. I came back home and I walked in the house. I went, oh my God. Perfect Storm. This was a loaf. And it's amazing. This is, but again, this is a croissant. These are scents that make me go just bananas. All right. And even with my glasses on, this is still super small. Okay, the smell of fresh rain and cool ocean breeze with crisp ozone, salty sea spray, seaweed, sun-weathered driftwood, and a hint of water lily. Oh my God. This is such a beautiful oceanic, ozonic scent. You know, and I hate using that word oceanic because really, I know when I go to the ocean, the ocean to me is like fishy, right? It's fishy. It's very sea-like fishy. That's what I pick up with it. But I think when we talk about oceanic scents, when it's in fragrance and wax, it's different. I don't think it's meant to be taken literal. Like, oh, it smells like the ocean. Oh, I don't know. You know, just like the lakes. Oh, you know, smells like, you know, when they name something lake fresh, whatever. I don't want my house smelling like lake either, because it's not a pleasant smell. But, so I think when we're talking about wax, and we're talking about ocean breeze and sea spray, and I think it's meant to give the vibe. I think it tells our mind that when we're laying on the beach and we're feeling the breeze is coming in and the saltiness, because there is a brininess to the air at the ocean. There's a brininess there. But in wax, in fragrance, it's ozonic. This was sweet. There was it was a beautiful, sweet, watery note here. I mean, it was fantastic. Again, this is another one that rivals By the Seashore. What was I thinking? Did I really think I wouldn't get a scent to replace that? Because now I've found two. Pacific Ocean from Lavender and Speckles that Sterling came up with, and this one here. Honestly, this is incredible. It's an absolutely beautiful summer scent. That driftwood, I love driftwood. When I see driftwood in a wax, I've got to have it. There's something about driftwood. It's sweet. It's a sweet woody, but not like cedar. It's a different. Cedar is sweet, but it's like a warm sweet. Driftwood is it's not warm. It's just sweet wood. It's a sweet wood, but it's more like in my mind, I could picture it, you know, the light color of it. So it's lighter. It's not as heavy. This is beautiful. And yeah, This in Pacific Ocean will be my replacement in 5 years when all my L3 By the Seashore is gone. It is. It's sweet. It's oceanic. It's airy. It's watery. And the driftwood just shines in here. And you get the saltiness there. And yes, you do just pick up an ever so slight of that water lily, but not a floral by any means. This is stunning. And that's called Perfect Storm by Sassy Girl. Yep. If you see her offer Perfect Storm, grab it. I think did she offer this one? I don't remember. I don't know if she offered it, but I was like, oh no, I can't get it because I got a loaf. I don't remember. Anyway, I decided to chop it up today, and yeah, her loaves make a lot because I melted this all over. This again went living room, nail studio, and my kitchen. So there's a ton here. There's at least, I could probably warm this at least 3 more times. Okay, also warming today is What a Beautiful Day. I've got this in my bedroom and my bathroom. This is a very pretty scent. I'm pretty sure, well, the scent notes are apple, pear, floral, and amber. I'm pretty sure this is a dupe for Bath and Body. Beautiful Day. I'm 99% sure. It sure smells like it because I used to buy that all the time. I used to like that in the summertime. It's just a nice summery scent. This is perfumey. So the apple and pear here, take that, because sometimes perfume wax could be a little on the harsher side, right? That apple and pear kind of mellow it out somewhat. So you just get that pretty sweet floral perfume. It's a sweet floral perfume. I liked it well enough. Probably not a repurchase for me. Yeah, but it smelled like Beautiful Day from Bath and Body Works. Not hating it at all. It's just ordinary. Which I should have known. Like, I knew what Beautiful Day smelled like. I don't know why I expected it to be something. Yeah, who knows? I was probably just buying wax. Anyway, that's What a Beautiful Day by Sassy Girl. If you like Beautiful Day from Bath and Body Works, you will like that one. Then I finished off, I think this was like a chunk muffin, and Steph from Steph Loves Lice had sent this to me. And it's almond croissant. I got quite a few melts out of it. It's nice. However, not enough almond in here for me. It's more croissant. It's more bready. And with just a hint of almond and sweetness to it, I still, hands down, almond croissant from Sensei is life. So yeah, it's good. Would not repurchase this one. I like a little more almond scent. And this kind of was just like more like sweet bread. Okay, then we got Sunset on the Beach. And a Sunset on the Beach is a blackberry jam butter cookies, a vanilla waffle cone, beach night, and marshmallow. This was really good. I'm trying to think. I don't have it handy. All right, put it away. Ah, this is so good. Absolutely, you get that beach nights blend, that marshmallow and little salty sea air, a little that toasty note. And then you throw in that wild berry jam cookies. I don't smell vanilla waffle cone so much here, but I did smell the wild berry jam cookies, butter cookies, I'm sorry, and the beach nights. Beautiful blend. I melted this everywhere, and I enjoyed it. Would it be a repurchase? I don't know. There's so many other beach nights blends that I prefer more. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that's Sunset on the Beach. And it was just a Sassy Girl Aroma Beach Nights amped up with some bakery in there. Those wild berry jam sugar cookies. Then we have Marie. This is stunning. I also have this in the perfume as well. Marie is a toasted marshmallow, salty sea breeze, or sea salt breeze, s'mores, vanilla, whipped cream, marshmallow meringue, sandalwood, and white magnolia. Pretty sure Marie is beach nights and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. It's beautiful. You get the best of both worlds here. You get that beautiful boardwalk marshmallow clouds, and Sassy Girl has a beautiful boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I think it's called Clouds Over the Boardwalk, and her beach nights. It's just so pretty. It's a beautiful perfume. It's creamy. It's sweet. You 100% get that marshmallow. You get a little bit of the floral in there from the rest of the blend, from the boardwalk marshmallow clouds, because that has the marshmallow clouds has the meringue, sandalwood, and white magnolia. So mixed with marshmallow. So this just becomes boardwalk marshmallow clouds intensified, even more creamy than it already is. But you do get that slight perfume note from here, which is wonderful. I love this. Love Marie. Marie is a beautiful, beautiful blend. Okay. That's what I got, and that's Marie. So that was my melting this week. I did a good job. Not a lot of empties, but I started working into those loaves, and I'm not going to complain about that. So tell me, what are your thoughts on what I melted? Did you see anything here that I melted that you kind of felt the same way I did, or totally opposite? I'm curious. And did you have anything that was your favorite this week that you melted? I'm going to say my most, oh, that's going to be hard. I want to say my most favorite. Okay, I think I have two. Yeah, my most favorite is, I can't find the bag, but I have two. That's that Perfect Storm. I'm obsessed now with this. And Quickie Wedding from Destination. Yeah, those would be my favorites this week. Anyway, so let me know in the comments below what your favorite was. And thank you so much for watching. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the time you take out of your days, your lives, your busy schedule. I know it takes a lot to, you know, spend your time on wax videos or whatever kind of videos, because I do it myself, you know, and then I'll take a break for a while because, you know, sometimes it gets to be a lot, and it's like, oh, I need to do a pause and a reset, and then I'll go back and catch up later. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Helps my channel grow. And you all have a great day, great night, great week, weekend, whenever you happen to be watching, and we will chat again real soon. Bye-bye.